to be happy, to be joyful, and to be loud along with me. So say hi, friend!
Hi, friend.
And there we go. That's a lot better now, guys. I got a couple rules before we enter the car. You stay seated. You keep those seatbelts on. You're not moving your seats. Kids in seats need to stay in their seats that they're in. They cannot be moved to your lap at all. I will have to stop the truck, okay? If you do, we can't continue with the tour. Keep kids in their chairs. You cannot move them to your laps. All right, adults need to stay in their own chairs as well.
Kolumdan tutmayacağım.
The other thing, you're not allowed to eat on my truck. It is a choking hazard, as well as our animals can't have human food. There is no feeding or touching my animals. That is a $2,000 to $5,000 fine here in New Jersey, so no feeding or touching the animals. And as well as photos are absolutely allowed. Please don't stick anything outside of the truck.
Buffalo, bye-bye.
You guys have the possibility of dropping it. I can't stop the truck right away to grab it for you, and I can't guarantee you guys are going to end up getting it back in the same condition you guys dropped it in. So please, your phones, I get that when you take pictures, but do not stick them outside the truck, all right? What we see along both sides right here, this is our American bison. Your American bison are the largest American land animals. In fact, the United States national animal. Those guys can weigh around 2,400 pounds. Tell me that is not heavy. Super duper heavy. Not as heavy as our elephants, though, I will say. We will see them in a little bit. But if you saw the little orange ones roaming around, those are little baby bison.
Hi, guys.
These guys super duper adorable. They have 2 horns on their head. Notice how it is not antlers whatsoever. They are horns. Horns are attached to their skull. That means if they crack, break, anything like that, unfortunately, it will not grow back. So we'll have to live with it like that. Take a look at the array of babies right there with their fathers. Super duper cute. Over there to the right. I don't know why this mic keeps cutting out. I am sorry. My voice is loud enough to the point where sometimes when it cuts out, you might not be able to notice. But I'm going to try and keep it from cutting out. So, your ram, pretty soon at 5 feet tall, which roughly is around the size of me, guys. But they weigh around 40 to 50 pounds. Those guys as well are part of the rat type family, meaning large, flightless birds.
Oh my
Now
God.
these guys over here,
Reindeers.
this is your Roosevelt elk. Your Roosevelt elk are named after Theodore Roosevelt, who actually founded most of our national parks we have here today. Those guys as well, only the males have those antlers, and the males' antlers are called they span to around 4 feet long. So, once again, probably like that. But, they get really, really long, and they are able to use them during their mating or rut seasons to impress the female. We've got a llama over there to the right. Llamas are known as pack animals. They originate in South America, specifically Peru. Now when it comes to those guys, they are known to spit when agitated. It is not normal saliva. It is, in fact, regurgitated stomach growls. Super duper nasty. Smells super duper bad. And it, in fact, stains your clothing. It can scare you from 20 feet away and still hit you. No, don't you worry. All of our animals are still out. But these guys over here, these are your fallow deer over here to your left. Your fallow deer originate in Europe and Asia, brought over to the Americas as a game species. Those guys, the males have antlers, and they are called palmate for the way they resemble the shape of a palm. There's one that is all white in there. You may see her. She's kind of right in the center. She is all white, not for the reason that she is albino, but she is leucistic. What that means is that it's not that she doesn't produce melanin at all. It's that she lacks the production of melanin. So she produces a little bit of it. It's just not enough to show. So that creates her leucistic, which instead makes her eyes blue instead of red if she was albino. Now keeping it rolling on. largest and some of the most unique. Giving a roll.
Zebras! Where?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, elephants! Elephants!
Those are actually girls. Yeah. So you're gonna see two of them over here to your left. Those are two females that have been with us since 1974. The beginning of 60.
Wow, 1970.
So a lot of people think when they look at them, wow, they look young. They gotta be young, right? These are grown women, guys. They've been with us for a while. It's actually incredible. They stand at a shoulder height of 13 feet tall, weighing around 7 tons. That is the equivalent of 14,000 pounds. These girls are hefty. When it comes to their trunk, it is the elongation of their upper lip and their nose, made up of around 40,000 muscles, which is absolutely insane. As well as the fact of these guys, unfortunately, are coached for those nice ivory tusks that they have. There was a ban put in 1990, however, a lot of people do not follow it. They are able to clear the grasslands to create habitats for not only themselves but other animals as well, so it makes them really, really important. One of our zebras over there to our right, but I'm going to divert the attention to those rhinos in the back there hanging out in the shade. Those are our white rhinos. Your white rhino's original name was actually wide rhinos for the wide shapes of their mouths. However, when it comes to your rhinos, they have nice two horns on their faces. It's made of keratin. Keratin is the same thing your hair. They also fall victim to poaching. The unfortunate thing about there is that they are large and have such about your Asian water buffalo. So I'm going to talk about the zebras first, and I'll get to the Asian water buffalo in a second. When we're talking about our grand zebras, a lot of people think zebras are white with black stripes, right, guys? Am I right? No. Wrong. Wrong. Black with white stripes. Here's the tactic. Here's the way you know that. They are black base colors. That is how you know that they're black with white stripes. Then, it's several herds combined it all into one massive herd. That's how they kind of keep track of each other, as well as the fact of no human has the same fingerprints, no zebra has the same stripes. It's the same thing. They all have a different stripe pattern. It's absolutely incredible, and that's how they recognize each other by. So a mother will recognize its baby by its stripe pattern, and a baby will recognize its mother by its stripe pattern. Pretty. Buffalo, they're in the Africa section for the purpose of they need to be within 15 miles of a water source. You know, Africa section has the most water sources for them. The other fact here as well is that they have a nice joint right above their hoof. It's called a fetlock. The fetlock allows them to maneuver their original mud a lot easier than any other animal. So typically animals with hooves, they will end up getting stuck in the mud a lot easier than these guys. They're able to maneuver their way out of it. Here we go, peek. Alright, my friends, I want you to take a look on your left-hand side first. Those guys with those white markings on their bottom, that's called your ellipsis waterbuck. They're named after the color of the circle on their bumps, as well as what they do.
What's their name?
Their name is ellipsis waterbuck.
Ellipsis waterbuck?
Yes. The reason why it's ellipsis is because of the white circle on their bottoms. It looks like they sat in a wet painted toilet seat. And waterbuck is for the reason of they evade the predators by going in the water. They're very, very great swimmers.
Ellipsis waterbuck.
They also secrete a viscous substance on their fur, repels the predators, but attracts them. Take a peek to your right. That is your basal oryx right there. And behind them, right over there, kind of in the shade of that tree, that is your blue wildebeest. Your basal oryx. Basal oryx is known for living in dry, arid regions, getting most of their hydration from the vegetation, eating roots. Well, comes to your blue wildebeest. Your blue wildebeest took part in the Great Migration. That's where millions of animals tried to cross the continent of Africa, or once again, they are called homing. The ones in the back there, right? Those guys in the back there, in those trees right by the den on your right. At dusk and dawn timing, very hard to observe in the wild. Most of what we know is based off previous research, really nothing new. However, when it comes to your African bongo, their nickname is in fact Moose of the Forest, for how hard it is to observe them in their wild habitats there. Just seated. Just sit down. Thank you. Alright guys, take a peek on your right side. These are your reticulated giraffes. When it comes to your giraffes, males stand at around 18 feet tall, females stand at around 16 feet tall. They have 7 neck vertebrae just like we do, just obviously a lot bigger. These guys walk with a parallel gait. What that means is that they move their 2 right feet, their 2 left feet, their 2 right feet. They move with the same side that they're on. The unfortunate thing about these guys is that in the past 30 years, 56% of their population had decreased in the wild. Really, really unfortunate. Not something everyone really wants. So far, pretty good, right? Seeing a lot of pretty cool animals. We're gonna see many more coming up soon. Alright, my friends, but as we take this curve, I want to draw your attention to the right for just a second. This is our Savannah Sunset Resort and Spa. This is where a lot of people stay. This is our hotel. Stay in there, spa resort. You guys get to chill out. There's a nice restaurant in there, a bar, Starbucks. They do different nights. They do s'mores nights, different activities. In that deck right there, you guys can actually feed giraffes. And of course, you guys get to go to the theme parks. Enjoy yourself.
Wow.
Over here to your left side, these are your red and collie cattle. Your red
They're
and collie
fighting.
cattle's alternate name is Watusi cattle.
They're fighting
It's
for
named
food
after
out
the
there.
Tusi people that initially bred them. Like structure, they are able to, in fact, when everybody overheats, travel their horns. Let the body pop, travel back wherever
Ben
they
bundan orada
are.
udamızı darkuş. Uşen gitip bakın mana
Going
mana.
into our next section.
Okları yan bari tamam.
We have a lot of pretty cool and fun animals we're going to see through here.
Whoa, that looks like
On the
grass.
right side too.
Alright,
Whoa.
on your left, take a peek over there. Those guys with the white fur, that is called your addicts. Your addicts, they're able to absorb the sunlight, keep themselves nice and warm. But in the summer, they have a nice white coat, so they're able to deflect the sunlight, get it away from them, keep themselves nice and cool, so they don't overheat. These guys over here in that kind of shade of the tree on your right, that is your black buck. Your black buck originate in India, Nepal, and Pakistan are known to run around 50 miles an hour and can jump 6.5 feet in the air. When
Oh, look at this.
and it has a white tail wagging. It is actually related to the blue wildebeest. It is the black wildebeest.
Please don't
The
eat
black
me.
wildebeest is smaller than the blue wildebeest.
Please
They
don't eat
are,
me, man.
having different horn shapes. A black wildebeest, their horns face out and up. A blue wildebeest faces horns out
Bulls,
and to the
don't
side.
eat me.
When it comes to your black
Ostrich.
wildebeest as well, they do not take part in the great migration like the blue wildebeest. However, they will end up being nomadic, which just means
That
they
is
travel
my
for their
favorite
food on their own when they need it. Some more ostrich trawl. Those guys can run 43 miles an hour for short distances and 31 miles an hour for long distances. Now, if you take a look to your right there, that's your sable antelope. Your sable antelope, what they do is they tilt their heads down, scoop up their predators, and toss them over their backs. Some more of your ostriches over here. One thing I love about their ostriches is their eggs. Eggs weigh roughly around 3 pounds, right? Equivalent of 24 chicken eggs. That is a full family
Please don't
breakfast
eat me.
in one egg.
Please
Just think
don't
about that.
eat me.
That's amazing,
No.
right? You just have one egg, full family breakfast. I hear they sell them at Whole Foods. I've never looked at the price. Definitely have to be expensive. But any one of us on this truck can actually stand on an ostrich egg and it wouldn't break. Their shells are so hard you need a hammer and a chisel to get into them. But keeping it rolling through here. Some more ostriches.
Oh my
And
god.
ostriches' eyes actually take up
Whoa.
so much space and they don't
This
have
is an
enough
army.
kind of headspace for it. Their eyes are
You
actually
know
bigger
what?
than their
It
brain.
keeps you so
Which sounds really funny to say, but unfortunately it is true.
And you know they run like 90 miles an hour.
Oh, 90 miles? That's kind of easy. Okay, not really. That was a joke.
Ostriches love taking a peek at the lions.
They love lions.
Oh,
Younger males. When it comes to those guys as well, and lions work
the inside. Oh, over there, look.
to sleep
I know,
for
right.
very, very long times of the day. When it comes to your
Lion,
males,
man.
males sleep around 20
Lions
hours a day.
don't
Females
eat
sleep around
meat.
18 hours a day. Females sleep 18 hours a day for the purpose that they're the
Lions
ones that
don't
hunt
eat
for food.
Don't
So
wake
the
up
females
the
don't hunt for
tigers.
food. Males stay and protect the land. However, when a female hunts for food, their success rate is only
Tiger
around
in the
25%. Not very
Is that a
good.
soccer ball?
However,
No.
they still try their best.
What is that?
Now,
What is
over
that?
there.
When
What
it
is
comes
that?
to
That animal?
your lions, in the past 20 years, 40% of their population had again. It is rumored
I know,
that
lion.
these guys might go extinct within their lifetime. I know, guys, these brakes are a little bit loud, but I am trying my best.
Over there.
American blackberries. Where?
Simon. On.
Oh,
Over there.
oh.
Black bear. Baby.
They've been sleeping all day.
Oh,
It's
there.
not just a now thing. They like their sleep.
Yeah, black bear. We're
Alright,
coming
guys.
up.
It
We're
was
coming up
there.
over there.
We're coming to the
There's one over to
blackberries.
your right.
Are you guys ready? Where?
Oh my
And
God.
there's three in the back there. Those year-and-a-half-year-old cubs will stay with mom just until they're around 2 years old, just so they can learn how to forage for food and protect themselves in the wild. I know. I don't
A
like it.
blackberry. A blackberry. A blackberry, man. Don't eat me.
Yo, Hamid.
Oh, don't eat me.
Yo, we got it, Chaparos.
Yes, they love sleeping like that. There's also a little baby bear sleeping with her in there. The baby bear is roughly around 3 months old, and his name is Artemis.
Oh my God. This is so beautiful.